Joker, 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 Joker.
Joker, Joker.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC Championship game times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alabama, Alabama.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, Zoo.
Get the ball right.
Shotgun now for Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, baby. Return, okay? Get that ball. Watch it.
Here's Connor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The mark, boy. 52. Push him back. Push him back.
Jackson on first down, looking for the end zone. Calvin Ridley, 26 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On second down, they'll run with White. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
58 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 58.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They go play action with Jackson. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
To throw is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here we go.
Play action. It's Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady gives this to White. Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Jackson to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Oliver, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Let's go. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll get 34 yards there. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 52.
On the run, it's Pumphrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53 is the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check. 53's mic. Check. 53.
From the 22, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going right side is White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, 66.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jackson now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That's caught inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They go play action here on first down. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make it 24-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one short.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Dancing to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. 5-2.
throwing on first down. It's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drop to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Boswell's kick is good. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18.
First down, Steelers.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got it. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here on a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second and very short, Brady. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
80 weapon.
Watch twitch.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
It's fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
72.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
We own them. We own them. Go. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Ready? Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Check.
Now Jackson throwing on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
36.
On the run, it's counter. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert, hey.
It's Pumphrey on the toss. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Mike 52. Army.
Third and goal, Jackson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Ridley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, baby. 52's the Mike.
Hey, 166.
To throw again. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw again on second down. Jackson. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Play action. Now Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Switch up, switch up. 58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. You gonna get this boy?
Jackson on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Come on, guys. We got this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Jackson. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Third and 15.
Here we go. Eddie Weapon. 53 for Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the slip.
There's Jackson on third and long. Looking deep downfield. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it's
blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the slants. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Ricky. 53's the Mike.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert. 3 down. Hey, Mike 52. Check. Hey, Mike, let go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Echo. Mike 51. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, come on. Mike, 58, right there. Bring it. Bring it. Wahoo. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Demarius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Check it, reload! Hey, wahoo! 52 right here. Sugar!
To throw again, Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Open man is Gordon, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
On play action, now Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Brady again. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still